Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, February 16th. Hey, thank you for the resubscribe, SB. Kicking things off with a resubscription from SB. That's very nice. Today is Monday, February 16th, and it is 2 p.m., 2026, and streaming. We are live with Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Mocha, and today we're going to be getting back into Elder Scrolls 4. Specifically, it's finally time, or about time, for us to hit up my favorite DLC out of all three Elder Scrolls games that I've played, which is to say Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Before we do that, there are a couple of nifty side quests from the base game that I want to clean up. So we're going to be tackling those. I'm going to be going through them reasonably quickly. They're not exactly long quests. And after that, we'll be hitting up Shivering Isles. Because, boy... Okay, notification replayed there. That was the same resubscribe from SB. I was not doubling up on those. Okay. So these two side quests aren't necessarily all that meaty, and they're not that rewarding, but like, just in terms of what they are, story-wise, environmentally, they're a couple of my favorites out of the entire game. And it won't take us much effort to go through them, because last time we left off, I got myself Mehrunes' Razor, which, in addition to having a chance to instant kill whatever I hit with it, also hits for almost as hard as the sword I was using, and hits much quicker. Like, I will happily use this, even if it is a bit silly to run around with heavy armor, a shield, and a dagger. Alright. I'm going to start this in Shadenhall, where, if we ask around town, we might learn about the disappearance of a notable citizen. Provided, of course, anyone is outside in the pouring rain at 5:52 a.m. Might just be guards.
Looks like you're handy with a blade. Something I can help you with.
That armor with that weapon is also very funny, yes. Here's the armor that represents the 9 divines, and here's a dagger that represents Mehrunes' Dagon.
Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
That's kind of old news, but thanks, bud.
Farewell.
Who isn't out in weather like this?
Citizen.
Inexplicably, most of the townsfolk. Oh, but there is a beggar.
A coin for an old beggar. My children will thank you for your help.
Heard any rumors around town?
Can you believe that a thief broke into the Imperial Palace itself?
As a matter of fact, I can, but I won't elaborate on why.
Blessings of the shadow upon you.
Anyone non-beggarly? This person doesn't look like a beggar.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
But I've been wrong before.
One more coin and I can get a pair of shoes.
Heard any rumors around town?
They charge me 5 gold for littering. Littering! I barely make that in a year. These fines are ridiculous.
Have you considered adventuring by any chance? It just so happens I'm sitting on a pile of, like, 20,000. On that note, have a couple of coins.
Thank you, kind lady. Thank you, kind lady. Thank you, kind lady. Thank you, kind lady. Thank you, kind lady.
There we are.
Blessings of Anu upon you.
Is there anyone else around town who might have rumors on someone around here?
Hi there. What can I do for you, Sir Knight?
Anything around town?
Oh, it's a grand house, Riverside, and they have grand parties there. All the rich swans and swells of the town come in. Leave a right mess, they do.
Not exactly what I was hoping to hear. Any rumors?
I can't believe the ridiculous new fines the guards are imposing. Ever since Ulrich took over as captain of the guard, this place is going downhill.
Right.
Farewell. Stand clear.
I'm sorry. No one except for Cheydinhall City Guard are allowed inside.
This guy has 1,000-yard stare.
Owed to the city. Aldous Arthurans' property has been seized and is now sealed until further notice. Good day.
All right, that's curious. Let's wait until daylight, see if anyone's out and about. Someone should be, surely. If not, I guess I could check in the inn. Not you. Not the guards. That's another of the guards. There's just no one out and about today. All right.
Good morning.
What's good about it? I guess let's check in the inns.
I hope I can help.
We'll see. Any word around town?
Here you have your chapel-going Imperials and your chapel-dodging Dark Elves, and never the twain shall meet. The Imperials
Umbrellas
have
haven't
the
been
gold,
invented yet.
houses,
Hi,
and top
Ace.
spots.
Been a little
Dark
while.
Elves like me left Morrowind in the whole priest-ridden tribunal nightmare. And we take the whole patriotic Imperial mission attitude with a dose of salt.
Well, that's not exactly what I was after. Any rumors?
I can't believe the ridiculous new fines the guards are imposing.
I am doing
Ever
well,
since
thank you.
Ulrich took over as
Same to you.
captain of the guard, this place is going downhill. Be seeing you.
Let me just check to see if I've got the quest already and I didn't know. Dunbarrow Cove, Deep Scorn Hollow, Seeking Your Roots, Dora Nibbin Bay, the Arena. Nothing. Okay.
How can I help you today, friend? Is there something I can do for you?
Any rumors?
I've heard that Hill the Tall knows a lot about alteration, how to cast shields and that sort of thing. Good day to you.
Congratulations on World of Darkness. Don't forget, A for ads, B for belly, C for chains. Make sure to remind everyone of this all the time.
Hi there. I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
7 days in a row! Ooh! I've never had that kind of luck.
The Count, Andel Indaris, is a Lalu parvenu, but his steward, Naspia Cosma, does her best to coach him on the finer points of imperial etiquette. Our most celebrated citizen is Raith Lathandis, the famous painter. Speak to his wife, and she might let you take a peek into his studio.
A painter, you say?
You too.
That might be of interest. Wink. Wink, wink. Alright. I think the last name we're looking for is Lathandis. It's gonna be just one of the average houses. Leveling a sub 60. So, oh, yeah, okay, there you go. I guess I would expect to see Circus Tower, though. More than I'd expect to see World of Darkness, anyway. Fancy house. Boarded up house. Ganradel's house. Odinbar's house. Nadarin's house. Locked house. We're talking about Final Fantasy XIV. Riverview house. Why is everyone just chilling around here? I guess. I guess it does keep them out of the rain. Willow Bank. House for sale. Lathandis' house. There we go.
Help me, please.
Certainly.
I'm Tavella Lathandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end. I'm sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Ryth, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do.
Your husband is missing?
Yes, my husband is the Ryth Lathandis. Have you heard of him?
Only in passing. Could you tell me more?
You haven't? That's strange. Ryth is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's just a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses when he paints.
Right. And you said he was missing?
Yes, Ryth likes to work in his studio with the door locked, so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep. But 2 days ago, he didn't come out at all. At first, I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with a key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please help me find Ryth. I love him dearly, and I'm so worried.
I'll see what I can do to help.
Oh, thank you so very much. Here's the key to Ryth's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry. I miss my love so much.
I will say... Oh, yeah, absolutely, Espy. This is one of my favorite quests in Oblivion.
Do be careful.
She's maybe a little bit too trusting to just hand the first stranger that wanders into her home and agrees to help a key, but, like, conveniently, the first person that wandered in and asked for help is the main protagonist, so... Lots of spare painting bits and bobs. An easel. Some unfinished works, and then, all on its own...
Please hurry. I fear Ryth is in danger.
An unusual painting to the painted world? After touching the painting Ryth had been working on, I suddenly found myself standing in a strange forest. It looks familiar, like the great forest in the heart of Cyrodiil, but something is different about it.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came.
Not quite Dark Souls, no.
While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
On the right track,
You're
though.
Stuck here like I am. Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Thief?
I was in my studio when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint.
Okay, one step at a time. The brush of true paint?
I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like.
Sure.
Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It's said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
Actually, an artifact of the Nine. I have been collecting those. How does it work?
The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back.
And now, the painted trolls that the thief made for protection, yes?
The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful.
We'll see if I need them.
Be cautious, friend.
So, needless to say, even if this quest was just like 5 minutes long or less, even if it was just a straight hallway, I would be dazzled by... I mean, they made all these unique textures for it. Look at the ground. You don't get the ground looking like paint splotches. You don't get rocks that look like it. You certainly don't get a sky that looks like this anywhere else in the game. They went to a lot of effort to make assets for just this one single quest. That and that very pretty sunset orange haze on the horizon. And even the trolls have painted textures on them. Oh, these guys are durable. Through the razor, Mehrunes Dagon claims... Okay, but that's a little unnecessary. I basically already killed it. Can I put the turpentine on an already enchanted item? Is it unique in that regard? Damage painted trolls plus 250. Yeah, okay, cool, I can. Well, no reason I can't have both a very nice dagger and turpentine on it. Alright, Rocks. See you in a bit. That's the damage we're looking for. Another bottle of turpentine. It is a little curious. This paintbrush can just make living things. I guess the assumption on DeBella's behalf is that folks just wouldn't do that. Which, like, if I was given a gift like this from literally one of the gods of the world, I probably wouldn't be too keen on abusing its power either. That was, what, 3 out of 6? 4 out of 6. It's called a still life, not a still alive. Of course, this being a painting, there is going to be a spot where the paint ran out. Let's just leave those. I've located the thief's corpse. I should now search it for the brush of true paint. But first, I just want to, again, admire the ground texture work because, like, the fact that it actually runs out of more complex colors, just dissolves into this camo patchwork, and then even further into just the canvas. I am nuts about the aesthetics of this one little mini dungeon from this random quest that you might never see if you don't ask around town enough. And the landscape just fades away. There's the brush. I should go back and return it to Rythe, so together we can leave this strange landscape. I wonder if someone has made a mod that lets you have a house in a place like this. This seems free, right? I guess you have to make the textures on the house match up with the rest of this, but they've given you all the environmental textures. I also wonder if this is actually modeled after a spot of the Great Forest that I just haven't seen. It feels like there's not enough... Like, this spot here seems like there's too much of a clearing for it to plausibly be the Great Forest. But maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to find that I'm wrong. I'm gonna need to leave more stuff on corpses because this quest has a reward and the reward's gonna put me over the burden limit, I think. And yet, all the stuff I've got is really, really valuable. I guess let's put the brandy back. It really doesn't compare to anything else I picked up. the ogre's teeth back. I'm good for now. Worst case scenario, I can just drop something on the ground, hold Z to carry it with me in front of me, and cheese my way to the nearest shop that way. I think the one downside to this entire quest is that once we leave this place, I don't think we can come back, so admire it while you can. God, that's a pretty sky.
Let me go paint us a way out of here. Good work. Now I can paint the portal home. After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever.
What this reminds you of. Do tell. Do you have anything further to say about the painted trolls, by the way?
I'll have to remember to remove the trolls from my painting before I complete this piece. Follow me.
Oh, Blue's Clues. Yeah, there's Blue's Clues vibes here. Rythe used the brush of true paint to paint a door back to his studio. I should now step back through and return to Tamriel. We've arrived back in Rythe's home. The painting is now sealed, and Rythe is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment.
Tavella.
Rythe, oh my love, you're home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my friend here, you'd be right.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I will rest, but I must take care of our guest first. I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cut-purse will visit me. Safe journey, Seryo.
For your efforts in that quest, you are given the Apron of Adroitness, which, unlike most aprons in this game, is actually light armor. And it's leveled to keep up with the base armor stat of whatever's the best armor you can currently get. So, at the highest level you can pick up the apron, you get it at an armor level equal to a glass cuirass. So let's just cheese our way over to the nearest store. Offload some stuff, and then we're off to Breville. It does look like a handbag, yeah.
I hope I can help. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure.
Disposition 99, that's good. Let's sell at... Let's try 60.
You need to make a better offer.
Definitely not 60. Okay, how about 53?
You've made a good bit of gold.
That'll do. Get rid of these Daedric bows. All these arrows.
That's
All these
We've
arrows.
got a great deal there.
You need to make a bet. Don't
A
need these
good
gauntlets.
price for a good customer.
Don't need these gauntlets. Don't need these greaves. Or these gemstones.
That's a fair deal. That's a good deal. Thank you for your patronage. Take care.
Next, over to the general goods vendor, who will happily take our non-armor items off our hands.
A pleasure to speak with you. Only quality goods for sale here.
Get rid of the Blade Turn Hood, the Forge Master's Smock, the Forge Master's... nope, I'm keeping that one. Armor, Blunt, Heavy Armor, and Strength. Yes, please. Do get rid of that, though. Don't need that. She does sound a bit like the TikTok lady, huh?
You've got a great deal there.
Just a tiny bit. Get rid of this Potion of Reflection. Get rid of these Trichobezoar
That
extracts.
seems a fair price.
All 6 pieces of painted troll fat. I think by now I can offload the Torchlight Tome. I think I picked that spell up already, but...
Tell your friends about me. Goodbye.
Yep, already learned it.
A pleasure to speak. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
How is painted troll fat used in this world? Well, it looks like it fortifies magicka.
That seems a fair price. A pleasure to serve you.
I like interrupting NPCs when I know what line they're saying.
Goodbye.
Personal favorite thing, the general goods vendor in the Imperial City that I always offload stuff to, finishes conversations with you with a goodbye, please come again. And every time I turn to leave, if I don't want to listen to the whole spiel, it always cuts out at goodbye, please. Exactly. All right, offload some stuff here. Don't need the mace. Yeah, let's offload all this. The apron. Forge Master's Amulet I'll keep just in case. Shadewalker's Pendant, I can just put that there. Sir Amul's Ring. The 1 remaining bottle of turpentine. The Vampire Dust I'm not doing anything with. Both these notes, these journals, this diary, Argonian account, treaties on Aleatic cities, this sigil stone. Check to make sure there's no calipers or tongs in here, which there are. Pick these up for the journey. Now, on to Breville, where we'll find, with any luck, our second non-DLC quest character. hanging out in the Mages Guild.
How can I help you?
That's not the Mages Guild. You are going to Breville. Where's the Mages Guild around here? Oh, right here, I bet. Yep. Now let's see. The character I'm looking for is, I think, an Argonian. And she's only going to be here in the morning. The guy just standing despondently at the top of the stairs didn't register until just now. What the hell is he doing? There she is.
Excuse me, madam. Are you here about joining the Mages Guild?
Not necessarily.
I take my duties as chapter head very seriously, unlike some guild mages. It infuriates me how casual some guild heads are about common civility.
Welcome back, Rox.
Archmage Traven is the first to take such a hard stance on necromancy. It upset more than a few people. Please, I'm in desperate need of help, and I think you're the only one that I can turn to. I don't suppose you could help me locate my friend Henantier, could you?
Henantier?
I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years. He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments, and, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you.
Done it again.
As you seem like you wish to help. Henantier isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is. The problem is, he's trapped and there's no way I can free him.
Fine by me. I'm just here to assist. I don't need to know all the details.
Great. Whatever suits you and gets me Henantier back suits me just fine. When you're ready to go and see him, let me know. But please, do hurry. Are you ready to follow me to Henantier?
Lead on.
Fantastic. Let's be off then.
Of the many miscellaneous quests in Oblivion, this bears the distinction of being one of two, maybe three, that I immediately recommend to anyone playing the game for the first time. It's not difficult, and it's not as visually interesting as the painting, but I love the mechanics of this one.
Well, as you can see, Henantier's right here, and he's trapped in his dream world.
Trapped in his what now?
I told him that trying to travel into one's own dreams is risky, but as usual, he didn't listen to me. Always has to do things his way. Henantier constructed a magical device he called the Dream World Amulet. With this device, one can enter his own mind and experience dreams.
That's not particularly special. Anyone can dream.
True, but this is different. When you enter your dreams with the amulet, you're in full command of a dreamlike replica of yourself. All your thoughts, your skills, and your talents travel there with you. Think of it as exploring a new land, but a land within your own mind. Henantir created the amulet to see if he could use his dreams as a training ground to help better himself. I don't know all of the details, but the amulet is a conduit to get to that training ground. It's been 3 days, and he's been stuck in his dreams. I've watched him all that time, and he hasn't been up at all. The only way to save him is to put on the Dream World amulet and go to sleep. Only then can you hopefully find out what's happened in there.
Why haven't you tried this, might I ask?
I fear that anyone he knows won't be able to help him in there. Since I'm in his memories, he may dismiss me as a figment of his dreams. The only chance is for a total stranger to enter his dreams. When you're ready to do this, I'll give you the amulet. Only I know the secret way it can be removed from his neck.
I have to ask, is there no clasp, or can we not just get it off from below his head? I mean, I know how it must look for me to be carrying around a razor marked with Mehrunes Dagon's sigil and be asking about taking something off of someone's head. That's certainly not what I have in mind, to be clear. You can trust me. You can trust me. I'm the Knight of the Nine. Tell me more about the dream world.
You'll have to be very careful in there. If Henantir intended it as a training ground, there's no telling what you may encounter.
Right.
My poor Henantir. I shudder to think what's happened to him in there. Don't take this sojourn lightly. The recesses of the mind can be the darkest place of all. Are you prepared to enter the dream world?
I'm ready.
Please, use the extra bed here. If you sleep too far from Henantir, it may not work. I'll watch over you both to make sure you're safe. Oh my, I almost forgot. Henantir once told me that if he's killed in his dreams, anyone that's in there with him will die as well. So do be careful.
Understood.
Now is the time for sleep. How I wish I could go with you.
First, an hour's sleep to level up. Level 22. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck, but you know you've earned every ounce of your success. And now, with the Dream World amulet on,
My word, you startled me. Are you real?
I've entered Henantir's Dream World. To my surprise, I've arrived naked, except for the Dream World amulet. Not only am I unarmed, but also I've discovered that the amulet is preventing me from using any magic. I'll have to explore this strange place in hopes of finding something to defend myself with.
I've lost my way. This place looks so familiar, but I can't remember how I got here. Can you help me?
Henantir, are you aware you're in a dream world?
This place is so strange. Dream world, you say? It's more like a nightmare. I don't like this place at all. I feel like I shouldn't be here. There must be an exit around here somewhere. I'd explore this place, but I'm afraid I just don't have the courage to do so. How could I be so careless? What's the matter with me? I know I've lost something. Yes, that's it. I've lost many things in this strange place. Would you please help me?
Test of patience. Test of perception. Test of courage. and Test of Resolve. Let's do Courage first, if I'm remembering right. And I am. This one used to be nerve-wracking to me. A chest simply marked Breathe, containing a 30-second water-breathing potion. And flooded cave just leading downward. Fortunately, as an Argonian, I don't have to worry about this because I can just breathe indefinitely. But if you're not an Argonian, you've got 30 seconds to traverse this labyrinth. Find your way down to the next chest. Grab the next potion. Continue down. And hit the Grotto of Courage at the bottom. It's not by any means a difficult place to navigate, but it is unnerving when you're as afraid of water as I am. Deep water, I should say. Deep, murky water. But for our efforts, we've earned the Element of Courage. I've located the Element of Courage. This must be one of the things that Henentyr misplaced. Losing this attribute of his mind must be what's making him so confused. If I can find all of the elements and bring them back to him, it should restore Henentyr's sanity and help him awaken. I should continue searching for other elements if I ever intend to leave this waking nightmare.
Get out of this place.
Perception, patience, and resolve. Let's do patience next. Study. A mysterious scroll marked with Daedric runes. Observing this scroll for a bit, and trying to find any sort of associated patterns, the observer might notice there are some runes repeating in direct proximity to each other. Like these C-looking runes here, or these M's on the next section. Or these kind of Ankh-looking letters or characters here. And directly in front of us, we have pressure plates and dart traps. 4x4 pressure plate grid, 4x4 grid of characters. I don't remember for sure if we're supposed to go from the top down or the bottom up, so I guess this is the part where I save and we fuck around and find out. Is it here? Yes, okay, from the bottom up then. The wind, the distant heartbeat, the total darkness over the edge. I love this place, / I hate this place. Let's see, this one starts from here. 1 up, 2 over, 2 up, 1... Okay. 1 up, 2 left, 2 up, 1 right, 1 up, 2 right, 1 up. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. And, last but not least, this maze. All the way to the middle, almost all the way over, up 2, over, up 2, 1, 2, 3, down 1, all the way left, all the way up. 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3 up. I think I said yes, and then good. Is it straight over from here? No, it's about halfway over. 3 more pressure plates over, then down, then all the way. And just like that, we solve the test of patience. I've located the element of patience, the second element to be found in Henantir's dream world. I should continue searching for more elements.
Get out of this place.
Number 3, the test of resolve. Prepare. A battle axe, a short sword, a lightning staff, full Daedric armor. I wonder what they're having us prepare for. Battle against 2 minotaurs. A tea party, a dance. Good guesses, and I suppose technically combat could be considered a form of dancing. Now they got some range on them. The fact that they don't let you use any healing spells and they don't give you any healing potions, at least none immediately accessible, makes this a much more compelling, difficult fight than your usual Elder Scrolls Oblivion fare. You can't just potion cheese your way out of it. Granted, playing on a lower difficulty means I wasn't in a whole lot of danger, but still. Also, really clever reuse of the Imperial City arena here. And for our efforts, the element of resolve. Potion cheese. Yeah, just spam chugging potions as a workaround for any actual difficulty. 4 out of 4, the test of perception. A single torch. Ow. Okay, gonna have to be more perceptive than that. Pressure plates. Guillotines. We'll go on. God, this gives me the willies. But we survived. I've located the element of perception, the final element in this bizarre amalgam of Henantir's dreams. I should bring all 4 elements to Henantir and try to restore his sanity.
Please, help me. I can't remember anything. I feel as though I'll be trapped here forever, and I don't even know why. But how? What you say must be the truth. I feel strange. I can see now what you were saying was no story at all, but the truth, and I'm a fool. I had no idea that the amulet could hold such power over me. I set out to create a way to conquer my failings, but it seems the tables had turned, and they conquered me. I don't know how you did it, but I thank you. Now, we must wake from this dream and take our places in the real world again. Farewell. It's good to see you in the real world. I'm indebted to you for rescuing me from my nightmare. I suppose thanks are only a small token of my appreciation. Allow me to reward you for your bravery. I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of coin, but allow me to present you with something that may help in your travels.
He hands you a random combination of scrolls and, the tables have turned. He is now Rooster or Laughs. Random combination of scrolls and spell tomes.
Farewell, friend.
Let's see. Did we get any spell tomes, or was it all... Ah, shield wall. Fortify heavy armor and 15% shield. That's nice. That's a nice one. Was it just the one? Looks like it was just the one. That's fine. Put our gear back on. Ring of Feather, Ring of Aegis.
Such a pleasure to be in good company. Now that Henantir has returned, things are as they should be. I do hope our paths cross again.
It's not the most exceptional quest in any RPG, of course, but...
They say that Kinnereth granted the boots of the Crusader to someone. I can't imagine what he must have gone through to get them.
She, you fool!
That Delphine gem seems dangerous.
It's not the most spectacular quest or puzzle series in any video game, but it stands out here in Oblivion, especially considering Skyrim. God. I don't want to be looking ahead so dourly like that, but... Anyway, now that we finished that, and with nothing to sell, I think it's about time we finally took a trip to the Shivering Isles. We begin with the quest, A Door in Niben Bay. I have heard a rumor that a strange doorway has appeared on a small island in the Niben Bay. I should investigate. Just out in the middle of the lake here. And were I to dip below the surface to check, you'd find there's nothing tethering this island to the lake bottom. Slaughterfish, right? It's either a slaughterfish or a mud crab. Survey says... Survey says nothing. Survey... Oh, wait, there's the mud crab. Using Mehrunes' razor to kill a mud crab is overkill. A strange door on a strange island with some strange people.
Another one! Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me! I won't go back. You can't make me go back. I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
I don't belong. Not my place.
Die, cur! Am I supposed to be impressed?
What's the matter? Getting tired?
I wonder, should I help him? I feel like I should try and help him. Yeah, because this guy's just gonna Oblivion his way to nowhere, standing here.
Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy! Useless mortal meat, walking bag of dung! A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen. Bring me a champion! Rend the flesh of my foes! A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies. Really? Do come in! It's lovely in the Isles right now. Perfect time for a visit.
Pardon me, what's...
Did you hear that? Did you? Voices from nowhere. Madmen! Oh, where does it end? How did I get this posting?
What exactly is the deal with this? I mean, I recognize Sheogorath's voice anywhere. Man gave me a staff. Not particularly keen on it. And what is your dilemma?
No, go away. I'm not here.
What is the tone here? Good question. Good question.
Please, sit. Yes, what can I do for you? I imagine you're here about the door?
I suppose so.
Yes, you have entered, and now you are here. Amazing. Truly.
What is this place?
You approach the Shivering Isles. Through the door behind me lies the realm of Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, Lord of the Never There.
And who are you?
I am Haskell, Chamberlain to the Lord Sheogorath.
Why is that door there? It's clearly not natural. I have to assume it appeared from nothing. How and why? Especially with the dragon fires still burning.
Because my lord wills it to be so. It poses no danger to Mundus. No compact has been violated. It is a doorway, an invitation. Perhaps you will accept it for what it is.
And the people outside that seem to have been driven mad?
They entered this realm and were ill prepared. Their minds are now the property of my lord.
Is there any means of restoring them to normalcy?
Cured? You speak as if they are diseased. They live now in another state of being. Perhaps it is you who needs a cure.
All right, I'll bite. What do you want with me?
For you? I do not know. My lord seeks a mortal to act as his champion. As for his intent, to attempt to fathom it is a foolish endeavor. His will is his own. His reality follows suit. You are here because you chose to enter. You were not summoned.
Then what happens now?
You do as you will. You may leave the way you entered. Your life will be none the worse for your time spent here. Or you may continue onward, through the door behind me. If you can pass the gates of madness, perhaps the Lord Sheogorath will find a use for you.
And if I go through the door?
Who is to say? There are always choices to be made. The realm of madness is no different in that regard. Your choices are your own. Enter or do not, but make your decision. I've other duties to which I must attend. Speak with me again when you have made up your mind. The anticipation is almost too much to bear. Well, have you made up your mind? The tension is almost palpable.
I'll do it.
Fine. I'm sure my lord will be most pleased, assuming you ever manage to see him. You'll want to pass through the gates of madness. Oh, and mind the gatekeeper. He dislikes strangers to the realm. Enjoy your stay.
I have entered the Shivering Isles. In order to find the lord of this realm, I must first pass through the gates of madness. Who's to say they've gone mad? Now please proceed through the gates of madness. Yeah? Okay, so first thing to note, my favorite sky in any Bethesda game. The sun is still setting, but yes! Oh my god, yes. The sky here is gorgeous. These swirled galaxies off in the distance. Nebula that feels so close you can almost touch them. Very, very vivid place, this. I've been waiting to see this sky again for probably a decade at this point. Wide array of new and unfamiliar plants. Letifer orca plants. Mushroom tree saplings. Swamp tentacles. And then we meet our first denizen. A Grummite. Carrying a shield and a crude cleaver. There it is. There it is. It's beautiful enough that it's just nebulas, galaxies. But, like, there's something about this bright streak of pink stars in the sky that just drives me nuts. in lieu of clouds, I want to say, looking at them now. Huh. You found Zedaphen. Home to yet more Grummites. Daggers, arrows. Nothing particularly special, aside from the fact, of course, that we've never seen these creatures before. Yeah, no, the sky is gorgeous at pretty much all hours, but the dead of night, it really starts to shine. It does kind of have Shadowbringer's energy. Is it Grummite egg sac? Yes, it is. Grummite egg mounds and Grummite egg sacs. Ah, and tar from the mushroom roots. Black tar. Damage fatigue, of course. Grummite eggs Benedict. I don't think the Grummites would appreciate that. Not, I suspect, that that would stop any self-respecting citizen of the Shivering Isles. I forgot how aggressive these guys were. A wooden door leading further in. Not that further in is our objective for the time being. Lest I forget, we have some repairs to do. That should hold. That should more than hold. God, that never is gonna get old. It's bright pink. How could you not love bright pink? Yes, I did say more than hold. Where are we going with this? Grumite eggs clutch. Okay. Here in the middle of the swamp, we come to the town of Passwall, which I'm realizing bears a passing resemblance to the first town in Morrowind, the place where the boat docks. I mean, this whole place has more than a passing resemblance to Morrowind. I have to assume it's no coincidence, but like, now that I've actually played Morrowind, this feels familiar.
Maybe they're just confused.
They should have listened to me.
We'll be swimming in blood soon. Yuck.
Pardon me?
Welcome to my town.
Oh, that's weird. That was unfortunate. We skipped over him bragging about himself in the greeting. Your town?
The place was pretty deserted when I got here. Of course, once I was here, others followed. Can't say I blame them.
I see. I've heard tell... First, I should ask, is this on the way to the Gates of Madness?
They say the keys are sewn up in the gatekeeper's body. Basically, that means you're not getting in.
Okay. And the gatekeeper?
He guards the Gates of Madness. See for yourself. He's about to destroy a party of adventurers. Take care.
Perhaps I'm too optimistic in saying this, but how bad could this gatekeeper possibly be?
Stay away from the gatekeeper. Let us handle this. Die! Should be easy. Show me what's the matter. Come on, fight harder.
Listen to me.
Oh, is that the best you can do? Why isn't he dying? Keep fighting, men.
Oh no. They're bleeding all over the place.
Fight like you mean it.
Dead? How wonderful.
Retreat.
The formidable gatekeeper has destroyed a party of adventurers. I should talk to the residents of Passwall before trying to deal with this creature.
Yuck. Look at all the blood and gore. I'm getting out of here.
Pardon me.
I'm Fellas Sarandis. Don't breathe on me.
Right. What do you know about the gatekeeper?
Pretty scary, isn't he? Jared's planning on killing him. I don't know how. The gatekeeper looks indestructible to me. Take care.
Yeah, don't breathe on him. He made it very clear. He doesn't want to be breathed on. He doesn't want to be breathed on. He's also disgusted by blood and gore. I'd say we've got perhaps stereotypical case of OCD on our hands there. And then this gentleman in the red is a narcissist and a half.
Don't be shy.
He's nice enough, but he also thinks the world revolves around him. Medieval germaphobe. Yep. I noticed that adventurer that was trying to kill the gatekeeper ran off to parts unknown. We've got a house here that's not locked. Pardon me, are you the owner of this establishment?
Hello? Is there something I can do for you? What was that?
What was what? I just wanted to ask about Passwall.
I don't know who built it. It was here before any of us arrived. It looks like other people lived here before. Dreadwin's been selling what they left behind. So, if you need something, talk to her. She's in the wastrel's purse.
Do you know anything about the gatekeeper up by the... Actually, do you know of the Gates of Madness?
Can't get in without Sheogorath's blessing. That's what Romina says. That's the reason we're all waiting here, for Sheogorath's blessing. Oh, and I guess there's keys sewn up inside the gatekeeper's body. Not sure why someone would do that. It's not like anyone can get them now.
I like this delivery, yeah. I'm wondering, just off the last few characters we've spoken with, if maybe Bethesda got their act in gear enough to tell the voice actors what characters they're playing. I guess they'd probably have to if all of them are going to have weird personalities, right? As for the gatekeeper...
He's Relmina's crowning achievement. The gatekeeper keeps out people who don't belong in the Shivering Isles. She made him in the gardens of flesh and bone. She's my teacher. She's going to teach me all her secrets. Oh, and this is really interesting. Wait. Oh, never mind. My big mouth almost just got me in trouble again.
I'm sorry, did you say the Gardens of Flesh and Bone?
It's just down the road from Passwall. It's where Relmina created the gatekeeper.
Right. You had more to say about the gatekeeper.
I'd like to tell you, but really, I shouldn't say anything more. All right.
Come on. We're friends, right? Let's see. Really hates being admired. Doesn't like being boasted at. Does like jokes. And really likes being coerced. So that.
Don't, please. I'm sorry.
That.
Good one.
That.
I doubt it.
How about some bribery?
See? Was that hard? That's very good.
We're friends, right? You want to tell me more about the gatekeeper now?
I've been dying to tell someone. You seem trustworthy enough, but don't tell Relmina I said anything. Her gatekeeper is flawed. Her tears hurt him.
How do tears hurt that?
Her tears somehow agitate the Daedra bound to the gatekeeper's body. Her tears make it really restless. It strains harder against the warding magic. She may seem like a tough woman, but the gatekeeper makes her all weepy. Go see for yourself. She visits him every night around midnight. Just don't tell her I said anything. I might get another lesson in the nature of pain. I don't like those lessons very much.
Right.
I really wish they would stop yelling.
They? Cultivate those rib cages. The hydrangeas are coming in nicely.
Yeah.
She said the person that made the gatekeeper also runs the general store here. Didn't she?
Hello, I'm Dreadwin. No one was running this place when I got here. They left plenty of things behind, though. What do you need?
Or did I maybe get the identity wrong? I'm new to this town. Can you tell me anything about it?
I took over the inn when I got here. There wasn't anyone living here. Except for Sheldon. He says he's mayor. Don't believe it.
Right. I'm looking to pass through the Gates of Madness.
I feel like I need to be on the other side. I'm just not sure how to get in.
Curious. Do you know how to get past the Gatekeeper?
He protects the Gates of Madness. He'll kill anyone who gets near. Anyone except Relmina Veranim. She's staying upstairs right now.
Very well.
I think I'll just rest my eyes for a moment.
Pardon me, just for a moment.
What have we here? Another hopeful whose blessing hasn't fully taken root? No, I don't think so. You're an adventurer? How disgusting. Why don't you go back the way you came?
I'm looking to get through the Gates of Madness.
One leads to mania, one to dementia. 2 shades of madness. You're not getting in because you're not blessed by Sheogorath. You can try to get the keys. My lord had them sewn into my child's body. I wonder if you're a fast bleeder or a slow bleeder.
Your child would be the Gatekeeper, then?
The Gatekeeper is my child, the consummation of Sheogorath's wisdom in the womb of my genius. It was a painful and bloody birth, but well worth it. His brothers were less successful. You won't bother those blessed by Lord Sheogorath. You, however, will die trying to get the keys from my child.
I mean, Sheogorath did give me the Wabbajack.
You? Ha! No, you have a conventional type of soul. But I don't make that decision. The Shivering Isles belong to Lord Sheogorath. Were it up to me, I'd cut you open and show you just how uninspired your blood is. No, you won't be getting in.
Then I'll have to kill the Gatekeeper, I'm afraid.
Try him if you like. Believe me, after you die, I can put your flesh and bones to very good use.
I'll find a way.
I'm bored with you. Why don't you talk to Nanette? She likes talking. I'll need to cure her of that habit soon enough. There's one sure way to stop a tongue from flapping.
Get more
Cut it
inspired
out.
blood.
Shall I demonstrate?
Of course, as it happens, Nanette did give us a tip. So let's go check out those gardens. More games should have weird skies like these. Every sky was going to be weird like this in the game you were working on. You should keep working on it. I don't want to approach the Gatekeeper, but see how close we can get before it gets mad at us.
Glad to see you, my dear child. How are you? I'm so proud of you, my child. You crush our Lord's enemies into dust. But still he refuses me. Why? Seeing you warms my cold heart. Why has he forsaken us? Why does it still hurt after after all these years? Why?
The sorceress has dropped a handkerchief full of her tears, which apparently can hurt the gatekeeper. I should get that handkerchief. I can also talk to Jared about killing the gatekeeper. I've squeezed the handkerchief full of the sorceress's tears into a bottle. This may act as a poison to the gatekeeper. I have a limited number of doses, so I'll need to be careful about using them. I can also talk to Jared about killing the gatekeeper. Relmina's tears. Harm the gatekeeper for 120 seconds. I should be able to kill the gatekeeper in 120 seconds.
Yeah!
There we go. Key to dementia and key to mania. The gatekeeper is dead. I should retrieve the keys to the gates of madness from the gatekeeper's corpse. Which I did. I have both the key to mania and the key to dementia. I can go through either door of the gates of madness.
So, you've managed to kill the gatekeeper. Pity. Well, you'll now be able to enter the realm proper. You'll notice there are two doors. One leads to the lands of mania, the other to dementia. Enter through either one. The lands are quite distinct, but both are Sheogorath's domain. You'll want to seek out Lord Sheogorath. I believe he has plans for you. Try not to disappoint him.
Is he Kratos? He doesn't look like Kratos from where I'm standing. Tell me about Mania.
The lands of Mania are bright, vibrant, and full of color. You'll find its inhabitants reflect the land itself. If you wish to meet the residents of Mania, you'll find them in the settlements of Hale and Highcross. Take care, though. Though the citizens and creatures of Mania are colorful, they can often be quite deadly. I'm sure you can handle it, though.
And dementia, I presume, is less colorful?
The lands of dementia reflect the darker side of its residents. It is easy to get lost among the tangle of roots growing out of the ground. If you wish to meet dementia's citizens, seek them out in Deepwallow or Fellmoor. I'm sure they'll welcome one such as you with open arms.
Right. So one more time. This is the Shivering Isles, correct?
You will enter soon, I imagine, through the gates of madness and into the lands of mania and dementia. It is the realm of Lord Sheogorath. It is what he wills it to be. The trees bloom according to his whim, and the wind blows at his command. Tread lightly in the Isles. It is not a place suited to all mortals, but I'm sure you'll do fine. I live to serve.
Let's see. I mean, let's head to the Mania entrance, because colorful sounds good to me. For that, we get the Blessing of Mania. Blessing of Mania is a greater power. Frenzy up to level 12 in 30 feet. I've now entered the Shivering Isles. I should seek out Sheogorath. Colorful indeed. Bright yellow mushrooms and all. Nifty little fairy things drifting around. And directly across, we have the dementia half of the island. All weeping willows and gray mushrooms. As for the island itself, it's not as big as the normal environment, but there's a fair bit of exploration to be done around here. God, I love this place. Alright, we enter through Mania. I'm going to go through Mania for a bit. Is that a fight? Am I hearing a fight? Thought I heard some folks fighting. Someone getting attacked, throwing a fireball, something like that. Lights, camera, action. I love the weird stone structures here. I love everything about the Shivering Isles. It's just different enough from default Oblivion to make it feel really special. Even if, so far, it is just more Oblivion. Or perhaps more Oblivion. With all the mushrooms, you know. It's funny. You found it funny. What is up with the little sprites? I love these, but I've never caught up to one before. I guess they're just particle effects. That's quite an elaborate particle effect. Thank you, Rox. I'm glad you laughed. And Heather chiming in with Maro Oblivion. Maybe someday. We've got Maro Oblivion. We've got probably I know we've got a Skyrim Oblivion remake. Longtooth Camp. Friendly? Not friendly. Just a straight up bust of Lord Sheo, huh? And, ooh, the Fork of Horripilation. I didn't realize this was here. And we're being attacked by something new. Those returning from the first Oblivion playthrough I attempted will know that we have encountered... Where are the dinosaurs? This is a different plane of Oblivion. So, no dinosaurs here, just hungers. We've encountered those before as part of the overhaul I was playing the first time through. They were just a kind of Daedra that could spawn in addition to the others. I think I prefer seeing them in their natural habitat here. Got a jewelry box. Got some books with curious names. Heretical Thoughts. Zealotry is an abomination that must be wiped from the Shivering Isles. We cannot suffer their beliefs to spread to even one more soul. They name us heretics for our lack of belief. We gladly accept the name and will make an honorable one. It is not heresy to speak truth. It is not heresy to speak out against an unjust lord. It is not heresy to take arms and action in defense of true belief. We are the so-called heretics of the Shivering Isles, but we do not speak heresy. We speak truth. Our Lord Sheogorath is but a man. He is only flesh and blood, not a god, and certainly not a Daedric prince. There are no princes in the realms of the Daedra, only vile servitors such as the Hungers that we summon to do our bidding. Sheogorath the False is a mad despot. Years of dabbling in foul magic and consorting with Daedra have driven him mad. He is not a fit ruler, let alone divine. He perverts the teachings of Arden Sul, he who gave his heart's blood. When the truth of our cause is common knowledge among the people, we will drive him from New Sheoth and put that cesspool to the sword. His 4 limbs will be scattered to the 4 winds. His head will rest upon the hill of suicides, and his heart shall be burnt in the flames of freedom. His entrails shall be fed to the dogs. We will make all the people of the Shivering Isles wear the robes of the heretics. By these robes, we know each other to be true non-believers. The people shall... That's funny. The people shall return to the wilderness and live among the wild things as we do. They will see the wisdom and purity of the life we lead, and they will hail us as saviors. True believers aligned in not believing in anything. Come back here. There we go. This book, Bark and Oh, this is a fucking long one. Talking about the root system and the gnarl. Also getting into detail about amber. So, the caves in Skyrim... Not Skyrim, hello. Try this again. The caves in the Shivering Isles are part of an intricate root system that I believe tethers most of these mushrooms together under the ground. The roots periodically bleed a material known as amber, which is used in the Shivering Isles to create a particular form of light armor. In fact, it's the best base light armor in the game, better than glass, and I think it looks prettier too. The Predecessors, being an examination of the curious ruins of the Shivering Isles and their terrible significance for our future, by Ingvar the Wanderer. Have we heard of Ingvar before? Hold on, I'm looking up Ingvar real quick. That name sounds familiar. I wish I could be quicker looking it up than, maybe the Amber blood is more inspired than mine. I don't know about that. I think you're giving them a little too much credit. Ingvar. There are a few different Ingvars. It's not as special as I thought it was. Not as special a name as I believed. Ingvar. There is an Ingvar in the Shivering Isles. Yeah, okay, this is the one that wrote the book. All right. Obviously, they're all the same guy. Yeah, that's... He gets around and also appears 200 years in the future. The ancient ruins that dot the countryside are a familiar sight to the inhabitants of the Shivering Isles. So familiar that their true significance has escaped notice of most until now. I've recently uncovered the terrible secret hidden in these ruins, and I will now share this secret with you. But be warned, this knowledge may be too much for some, as you will know the awful fate that lies in store for you, but will be powerless to do anything to prevent it. If you are strong enough of mind to withstand the psychic shock of having your grim future laid bare, read on. My interest in the ruins began with a simple observation. All the ruins visible on the surface appear to be of roughly the same age and architectural style. Who created these once mighty structures, and what happened to them? Further investigation revealed an even stranger truth. Although the ruins superficially all appear to derive from the same era, they are in fact of wildly differing ages. Many thousands of years separate the ruins of Cylarn, by far the oldest extant on the surface despite its relatively well-maintained state, from the ruins of Ibroca, which at almost 1,000 years old is one of the youngest sites in the Isles. For those who would dismiss this conclusion, I invite you to visit the ruins and examine the evidence for yourselves. The depth of strata covering the buried portions of the structures, the weathering of the exposed stone, the growth of vegetation on and around the structures, etc. I've compiled the evidence in a separate monograph, dating the predecessor ruins, Shocking New Evidence Comprehensively Explained, which is presently unpublished, though I will gladly make it available for those scholars wishing to delve further into the minutiae of this subject. Once I began to accurately establish the dates of the various ruins, a disturbing pattern emerged. The ruins fell into distinct periods, each period separated by exactly 1,000 years from the other, although Salarn remains the exception, being many thousands of years older than the next oldest extant ruin, suggesting only that the ruins from many earlier eras lie waiting to be discovered or have been lost to the ravages of time. What could account for this process of destruction repeating itself every 1,000 years without fail? The legend of the Grey March sprang immediately to mind, that ancient tale of a vengeful god venting his wrath upon the land. What if it were more than a legend? What if it were the dimly remembered account of a real event? I suddenly realized the significance of the dating of the most recent ruin that I had discovered, Abraca, which my tests proved to be about 1,000 years old. Yes, dear reader, we come to it at last. The cataclysm is upon us again. I have dated the ruins of Abraca to great accuracy. I know the very year of our doom. I refrain from publishing the exact date, as this knowledge is a terrible burden that I would not inflict on others. For a long time I hesitated from issuing even this general warning, fearful of inciting panic or despair. But I have concluded that it is better to have time to prepare for the end in whatever way one sees fit, than to have it thrust upon them unawares. I no longer doubt that the legend of the Grey March is based on historical events, and that the last days of our civilization will be terrible. The blasted and tumbled stones of the mighty cities of bygone eras are testament enough to that. But I find it strangely comforting to know that our end is already written in the stones of our predecessors, and that struggling against our doom is as pointless as shouting against the incoming tide. I hope that at least a few of my readers will find equal solace in this bleak foreknowledge. Bit of an oddball attempt to cheer anyone up at the end there, bud, but I will say, for a denizen of the Shivering Isles, he's ostensibly well put together enough. If you trust his word, he's actually bothering to do some research on what he's claiming. Which seems pretty rare to me around these parts. Feels, at least, like it would be rare. It's more well thought out than your usual doomsaying, at the very least. Oh, is it dawn already? 5:15 a.m., look at that. Ah. Behold the Ballywog. A little slow, a little bad at things. Actually really bad at things, wow. But you need to lunge a little further than that. Oh, he's just got a pearl on him. Not worth selling, but neat, I suppose. Hey, Molly. Good to see you. I have entered the Shivering Isles, as you may be able to tell from looking at the place. The unfamiliar surroundings and the strange creature up on this rock here. Oh, a second one. This is an Elytra matron. A giant bug which looks, if I had to guess, to be harboring some amber in the thorax. None usable. If it's not amber, it's at least something glowy. Oh. And that's a gnarl. A tree elemental. Drops gnarl bark. Knotbone Chamber. Gnarlbark? Is that the joke? Gnarls Barkley? As always, the Shivering Isles being unique compared to... Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, that explains the Gnarls Barkley reference. Does that make me crazy? Probably. Alright, here we have an amber limb, which contains 3 pieces of amber. So I was about to say, I really love that the Shivering Isles environmental design is all different from standard Oblivion fare. Like, obviously we have not seen caves like these in Oblivion. Ooh. Hollowed stump. These are cavern chests. In the Shivering Isles, at least. I love that they're just emitting fumes. I was expecting the fumes to be poisonous or something, though. So I'm a little surprised that I could just stand and sniff at them. Perfectly healthy fumes, I was gonna say. I was saying. Something's invisible in here. A Scalon. Not bone cavities deeper in. Let's just clear out the rest of this place before I go any further. I like the way these guys move. That weird ambling. Scalons have the same fins as the quadrupedal goofballs that I was saying need to lunge better. I wonder if they're related. The monster design in the Shivering Isles is so fun. I love gnarls. That like, I had completely forgotten they existed. Now that I'm seeing one, I think they may be my favorite designs in the Shivering Isles. Taxonomy of swamp things. Alright, further in. I really have to wonder how this is just fine to inhale. Scalons, grummites, bollywogs, and polywogs are all the same species. Oh! There's probably going to be a book on that somewhere, then. I look forward to reading that. Cure disease potion. Yes, please. Can always use more of those. More toxic fumes.
Yeah!
And my torch goes out, of course. What's down from here? Ooh, Ring of Retribution, reflect damage. Ooh, hold up. That could be real good. I mean, I say that, it is real good. Let's ditch the Ring of Aegis and try on the Ring of Retribution instead. Ah. I do love them. There's a third level to this place. Not Bone Juncture. Huh. I was expecting this to be just a quick one-and-done cave. 3 floors. And a lot of fighting going on. Big bug. Grummites, no magic. And they have staves. Madness Bow Matrix. Ooh. Actually, that might be worth holding on to. I found an unusual item called a matrix. It looks like a mold of some kind and seems magical. I should ask around. Someone in the Shivering Isles must know what this is used for. And some Madness Ore. I do want to pick that up. Speaking of Madness... Ooh. That stuff looks gnarlier than I remember it. But I do want to pick more of that up. That's how we get the best base heavy armor set in the game. Madness armor. Are those carved? I have to hope those are carved. Not bone pot. How far down does this go? Grumite eggs laid everywhere. Another bit of madness ore. Scythes, pickaxes, a repair hammer. This is the DLC with Sheogorath. Yes, it is. Haven't met him yet, but we will. He's fun. He is. So, not to say that I'm not enjoying using the dagger, but I think I'm going to switch back to the sword. There's just something about the sword that feels better. I guess probably it's the 2 extra points of damage. At the very least, that seems like a contributing factor. Flawless emerald. There we go. And a gold sapphire ring. Flawed ruby, hourglass, crystal ball. Brooms, cloths, pitchforks, ladles, hand scythes. Just whatever they could scrounge up, I guess, in offering to their... Well, I wouldn't assume God. The reach... I could take or leave the reach. Enemies aren't doing enough damage to me to mean that the reach on the dagger is an issue. I can wade into combat fine. Oh my god, there's more. I was just trying to do a quick jaunt. Oh, there's tongs. I was like, yeah, let's take a quick, just a real quick look into this cave. And instead, we're kind of getting a little bit of every kind of dungeon in the game here. Although this one clearly is not doing well structurally. Not bone cellar, so that's the way up, question mark? Although I think with the downward slope, we've gone even further down. You know what it is? I think it's just the fact that this sword has extra damage on it. So it's not just a difference between 18 damage off this and 22 damage off this. It's 22 damage off this because it's given me a buff to my blade also. Normally the razor only does what, 16? Yeah, without the buff it's only doing 16. So it's 16 versus 22. 6 extra points of damage on this sword and 12 damage fire, like 12 points fire damage, 2 seconds long. That's 24 extra damage to anything that's not fire resistant. And it launches things, which is a nice bonus. Tell Peanut I say hi back. That's worth it. Just being able to launch enemies like that. That's well worth the cost of admission. Also, I think we may be under dementia at this point instead of under mania, because the plants are starting to look a lot more grim. He responds by chewing on your headphones. Good for him. I know the combat music started back up. And there's still more to the place. My god, this is like a, what, 20-level dungeon at this point? Oh, Realm of Shealgorth. We are back outside. Never mind. And this way we get a look at the sky here in Dementia. Clouds of yellow sparkles instead of pink ones. On a greenish-gray sky. Fire underwater. Never understood that one. It's magical fire, let's say. There's no reason why that can't keep burning underwater. I've lost the ability to do power attacks again. I don't know why this happens. I'm also completely off the road. That's where I came in. Up the ridge. Alright. Realistically speaking, we're not going up the ridge. I'm just gonna have to either go around or proceed to New Sheoth from here. It's rather a conspicuous rock outcropping. Oh, just a wild hunger out here. The Hill of Suicides. Not a pleasant name for a place, but I guess What else would you expect in a realm of Oblivion? Oh, hello. Restless souls, huh? I think this is part of an unmarked quest where we can find, like, belongings for each of these folks and bring them back to their ghosts to lay them to rest. If I'm remembering right. I don't think I ever interacted with that one much. I was too busy doing the main quest, but if I'm right about that, that's kind of a nice way to go about that, I suppose. Ah. I maintain that Mania is my favorite sky between these two, but, like, I am noticing now the sort of veiny splotchiness of the clouds here in Dementia. This is a look all its own. I like this place. Ooh. A structure half sunken into the swamp. Flooded camp. That's an appropriate name for it. Is there anything of note in here? Looks like no. Oh. You guys have some range on you. So I guess eventually they do learn how to do good, like, forward lunges. Just not in their adorably, precociously incompetent infancy. Huh?
Blessings, citizen.
Just out on a run? I guess she's just out on a run. Oh! The elytra here in Dementia don't look nearly so colorful. Probably not running from something. I've never known a guard in an Elder Scrolls game to run away from a target. The new Sheoth graveyard. Vilval Teleram was thrown in this hole. Remember Endari, one day she will rise and take her vengeance. Vien Brennanus, noble but poor. Lob Gromurgob died. We ate him and buried the bones here. May your spirit swim forever, mean half-tail. Helene the Deaf. She never heard it coming. Here lies Blaze Set, faster than the wind, dumber than a stump. Ranesta lies here, covered in glory and dirt. And appreciably, the tombstones having either a smiling or frowning head on them, I'm going to assume means... Welcome back, Rox. Means either Mania resident or Dementia resident. A detail I neither noticed nor considered on my first playthrough. Oh, you're what's attacking me. Thump. Cannibalism is hardly the weirdest thing going on in the Shivering Isles. That's a nice waterfall. The Hill of Suicides is where the folk who take their own lives in the Isles are imprisoned, as all in the Isles live and die at the pleasure of Sheogorath. I see. I see. So you're not allowed to die unless he tells you.
How may I serve?
We have arrived in Crucible, the dementia half of the city of New Sheoth.
I saw the Zaxa, and I nagged it too. Oh, fibble. I'll calicrack the Findu. I will. You tear it at it.
Right. Any rumors around town?
Someone removed those gauntlets from the chapel in Coral.
So no. Got it.
Gal burst in it.
Finding their skulls can set them free. I was thinking there was something you could do. I just couldn't remember what. Things found, currently closed.
Blessings, citizen. Mad God's blessings.
What is this city?
The Maz can guard Crucible in New Sheoth. We ensure the demented remain orderly and respectful of our Lord Sheogorath.
Sheogorath, you said. So this really is his realm?
Sheogorath is our lord, ruler of the Shivering Isles. It is by his whim that the Maz can walk, and we serve our master to the death.
Very well.
Walk with our lord.
Errol's Mysteries.
Hi.
Hi.
You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar, have you?
Cat beggar?
Yes, he's the one. Isn't he scary? I wish someone would just make him disappear.
I think he has every right to be there.
I bet you're a cat lover, too.
As a matter of fact, I am. Don't be a jerk, dude.
Goodbye.
You got a problem? Well, hello there. It's good to see such a well-equipped individual as yourself around these parts. But you look tired. Carrying all that gear will do that to you. I'd be glad to shoulder some of the burden, relieve you of that expensive stuff. Or is there something else I can take from that? I mean, help you with?
I'm good, thanks.
Excuse me. I have important things to do.
So we've got a kleptomaniac, we've got someone afraid of cats.
Yes? So much to gather, so little time. Perhaps you can help. You might help against the coming storm.
The coming storm?
It's coming. I think I'm the only one who sees it, though, and I'm going to be ready. Oh, yes, I'll be ready.
Ready for...
That's right. I've been stockpiling supplies, things I'll need to ride it out, or survive when they come for me.
You need supplies.
I've been gathering things for quite a while, but there are still a few I'm missing. Perhaps you'd bring them to me. I still need the Amulet of Disintegration, the Ring of Desiccation, and, of course, the Calming Pants. Must have the Calming Pants. Bring these to me, and I will reward you well. Ajazda has many, many things.
I'll see what I can do.
Goodbye.
So far, I'm not entirely sure I'd call any of these folks completely unhinged, but they are a bit odd. No less enjoyable to be around in most cases. I'm more familiar with the dementia half of New Sheoth. I used to spend a lot of my time just jumping from rooftop to rooftop there, not really making any progress.
Careful. Don't want to get squashed.
Did you see my last performance?
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm a little tired. Can't sleep at home, you know. The walls, they aren't safe.
The walls aren't safe?
Don't you know? You don't, do you? Well, it's lucky you met me. Here, you've been walking around as if nothing could happen.
Why don't you just sleep outside?
Oh, there's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? But where would I sleep? I need someplace to sleep. I've seen some people sleeping out on the street, but they huddle too close to the walls. I need someplace safe. I can't just sleep anywhere. There are walls and statues and all sorts of things that can fall on me. Can't have that. Nope. But if you find me a good place to sleep, a safe place outside, I'll reward you. Take care.
Goodbye. No apples. Don't like apples. Got mutton? Fritters? Fimian hungry. Got food? Sweet cakes? Sausages?
Look, there's been a lot going on in my day so far. I've had someone talk to me about a pair of calming pants and another one asking me about sleeping outside. I don't need to know your story, although you don't seem to have much of one. I don't have any food for you, though.
Take care.
Did you see my last performance? Did you like it? Have you caught my act yet? I'm Fatal the Juggler. I'm sure you've heard of me. Oh, who am I kidding? More likely you came to scoff at the worst juggler in the world.
Neither of those are true, no.
Bye.
Why exactly am I here?
Speak quickly, mortal. Speak quickly.
Are you another guard?
New Sheoth is the capital of the Shivering Isles. We Oriole guard Bliss, the manic district of the city.
I see.
Go.
Yes, what is it? I am Wide-Eye, steward to his grace, the greatest Duke of Mania and all of history, Thaden. He is my reason for being, my purpose in life. Goodbye.
They are in large part not unpleasant folk. Eccentric would of course be an understatement, but they're fine enough to talk to.
Speak, citizen.
Hello.
The Oriole do not waste time chatting with mortals.
See you later.
That's just the door to the other half of the city. Where is the way to the palace? Was I there and I just thought I was... It is up there, okay. It's up there and I just thought that was specifically to one half of the palace, as if that even matters. It's the same palace either way. Now I'm going mad.
Speak quickly, mortal.
There's a mental image for you. An Argonian adventurer who can't go anywhere in the city unless she has her map out.
I don't belong here. I'm not crazy, not like the rest of them. They watch me, you know, waiting for me to go crazy. But I won't. Nope.
Of course not. Say, you seem an attentive sort. Have you found any good places to sleep outside?
It's just one more way they try to get me to get all special in the head, right? Make me sleep outside and everything. I don't belong here, really. What I would do for a warm bed. Soon I'll be leaving here. As soon as I can figure out how to leave without them noticing.
Supposing you might be interested in switching beds with someone?
Why would he want to sleep in a bedroll and give me his bed? Sounds queer. I bet it's just another trick to get my head all twisted round. Trade places? A bed under a roof for a bedroll under the stars? Mm-hmm. Sure. I don't trust you.
I have an idea.
Yes?
Would you take some gold and then trust me?
See? Was that hard? Well, it sounds fishy, but I suppose I can trust you. I'm sure I'll regret this later, but yeah. Sure, fine. I'm tired of sleeping outside. Tell him I'll sleep in his bed, and he can sleep in mine. Goodbye.
I've accidentally stumbled into what seems to be the solution to this quest. Go fig. Now I just need to find the gentleman.
Greetings.
Suppose that might be easier with a quest marker active.
Have you found me a safe place outside to sleep yet?
I believe I have, yes.
You found a place for me to sleep? Outside under the stars, too small to fall and hurt me? Excellent. Tell me more.
Would you care to switch sleeping places with a gentleman named Ungor?
Really? And it's a safe place? Not at the bottom of a tall wall? Oh, that's a great idea. That sounds perfect. Well, I guess if he's not afraid of the walls falling on him, he won't care when they do. Can't save everyone, can we?
And didn't you say there was a reward involved?
Oh, yes. My pardons. But what can I give you? Oh, here. Take this scroll. I was going to use it when the walls fell on me and I got trapped. But now I don't need it anymore.
Very well.
Goodbye.
Burst of Might. Fortify strength and endurance for 5 seconds. Shield 100% for 5 seconds. That's fun.
Hi.
Uh.
Hi. Sickly. The fork for Big Head. Oh, where has Master put the fork? It seems alone, far from home. Sad, sad fork. Sad, sad Big Head.
The fork?
The fork! The precious, precious fork! Hear how it sings to Big Head. Beautiful, perfect fork of horripilation. But it is gone. Gone, gone, gone. No more singing. No more ringing. Taken from Big Head. Never returned. That is when Big Head came here. Master brought me. Whispered shouts into my ear. Songs of mad gods. Songs of bad gods. Softly, Master. Softly.
Do you know what happened to the fork?
It went away, but it will come back. It always comes back. It is close. Big Head can hear it. The fork of horripilation. Hear it singing songs of home. It comes again. It brings presents. It is not present. Soon it will be. You will find it. Bring the fork. Hear the music. Music of toads. Music of roads. Sing to yourself so all can hear.
Toads and roads. Should I be looking in swamps, or...?
Talk to the beggar. Talk to Bullwing. He knows secrets, but no one can hear them. No one but Big Head. Take Big Head's charm. Listen to Bullwing. His tongue is tied, but his mind
I did already find it, yes.
He'll tell you the secret. Who has the fork?
As a matter of fact, I think I may already have the fork you're looking for.
Find the fork. Bring it to Big Head. Sing it to Big Head. Goodbye.
Did I not? No, I have it.
I understand. The fork. Songs of bringing. The fork for Big Head.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I had it in my pocket this whole time.
You bring the fork. Happy day. The blind shall see. The lame shall walk. The short shall tall. Forks for all. Big Head names you friend. Songs of friendship. Songs of ship friends. Presents for you. Presents on hatching day. Big Head was hatched, but his brother was not. Presents for Egg Friend, almost forgot. Selfish Big Head, shellfish Big Head. Big Head knows secrets, secrets of learning, alchemy, sneaking, and stabbing with blades. Which will you learn?
Tell me a secret about sneaking.
The secret to sneaking is not to be seen. Empty rooms, empty tombs. Sneak in the dark, though the blind man can see you.
Good tip. Thanks, man.
Goodbye. See you. What? Stay for a while, and stay away from my wife.
Don't worry, I've got no interest in her.
Goodbye.
And what's your situation?
Hello.
The zealots in the lands of dementia believe they worship Arden Soul. Poor deluded souls.
Pardon me?
What do you need?
Oh, nothing.
Goodbye.
And you?
Blessings of the mad god. Goodbye.
What?
Well, far be it from me to say these folk are normal, but they seem pleasant enough.
Sing for Big Head.
Yes? What is it?
Weren't you just leaving? You have an outdoor bed to get to, yes?
Greetings.
Right. Off to speak with Sheogorath. I'd like to finally meet the man who made me drive a town insane.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Always a pleasure.
And I presume you are...
A new arrival! Shame about my gatekeeper. I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them. I suppose an introduction is in order. I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, and other things. I'm not talking about them. You've probably figured that out by now. Let's hope so, or we're in real trouble. And out come the intestines, and I skip rope with them. But perhaps now's not the time. You've made it this far, farther than anyone else. Well done. Take this trinket of mine. Perhaps it will serve you well, or look lovely on your corpse.
What exactly do you want from me?
I've been waiting for you, or someone like you, or someone other than you for some time. I need a champion, and you've got the job! Time to save the realm, rescue the damsel, slay the beast, or die trying. Your help is required. A change is coming. Everything changes, even Daedric princes, especially Daedric princes.
Changes?
Daedra are the embodiment of change and permanency. I'm no different, except in the ways that I am. A Grey March is coming, and you're going to stop it.
So that book I read was right, then.
The details aren't important, at least not right now. Eternity is on a rather tight deadline. We'll get back to that later.
Fine enough. For now, what do you want from me?
Now, you run an errand for me. An important one, of course. Anything I tell you to do is important. My realm, my rules. You're going to Zedilian, one of my favorite spots in the Isles. It's a little place I used to take care of unwanted visitors. And some are more unwanted than others.
Why Zedillion, exactly?
The gatekeeper takes care of most of the unwanted, but he's dead. We'll have to remedy that soon as well. Anyway, there are those that have other ways into my realm, and they're on the move. We don't want them here, trust me. So, you're going to get Zedillion up and running. Here's a little book to tell you how. And the Attenuator of Judgment. You'll need that too. Of course, you can always get more details from Haskell. He's a detail-oriented type of person. A big help. And a snappy dresser. Now, get going, before I change my mind. Or my mind changes me.
I have a lot of questions to ask you. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I presume you're a busy man, but are you really not going to elaborate on what the Grey March is?
Really? No need to trouble yourself with the details of that now. It would just cloud your little mind. What is important is getting to Zedillion. Quickly! Before I get bored. Oh, you wouldn't like me when I'm bored.
What exactly is Zedillion?
A little busy here! I'm trying to decide what to have for dinner. Oh, how I love eating. One of my favorite things to do. Talk to Haskell if you need more information. He's got more brains than a brain pie. Oh, brain pie. Perfect! Care to donate?
I'm good, thanks.
You can go now. Run along, scoot.
Just as a quick one-off, a demonstration of what happens if you attack Sheogorath. Freezes you in place, casts a spell on you. Well, this can't end well.
Whoa!
It never happened.
The Mad God has given you a task. Surely someone of your copious talent should be able to handle it.
He told me to go to a place called Zedillion.
Yes, quite an amazing place, really. Wonderful for relieving one's tension as you watch those troublesome adventurers suffer. No offense. I'd say your next move is to head to Zedillion and get it reactivated.
What is the purpose of this structure?
Yes? Ah, silly me. The book has no pictures. Can't really expect you to read that now, can I?
That seems insulting.
To reactivate Zedillion for my lord's pleasure, you'll need to find 3 focus crystals and return them to their resting place. Each crystal has a matching receptacle called a judgment nexus. Even you can't miss them. Without the crystals in place, the resonator of judgment, Zedillion's power source, cannot be restored.
Right.
My work is never done.
In fact, let's read that book, now that he's brought it to our attention. Manual of Zedillion. On the subject of Zedillion's construction, Lord Sheogorath, let me begin by extending the warmest regards to you and your noble being. The construction was completed on time and well under budget as you demanded, under pain of fun, I believe you are quoted as saying, and with only the most infinitesimal loss of life. I am proud to say that by harnessing the energy of that most unusual crystal information, Zedillion should maintain itself for years to come, with proper maintenance, of course. At your request, I have included the full operation instructions for each section of the site. If you have any other questions, please feel free to bother me anytime, like when you originally thought of this idea in the middle of the night. The heart of Zedillion is its power source, the Resonator of Judgment. By tuning this huge chunk of crystal with the Attenuator of Judgment, a tuning fork of sorts, we have released a wave of siren-like sound that will draw anyone from outside the Isles. 3 focus crystals have been placed throughout the site to assist in keeping this wave of sound even and stable. This site will not function without all 3 focus crystals running in unison, so it's important to keep them clean and safe on their cradles, which I have called their judgment nexus. The focus crystals are irreplaceable at this time, so take proper precautions guarding the site when not in use. Xedilian is split into 3 encounter areas, all linked with the latest in arcane transport technology. As the hapless Xedilianites, it was fun to experiment on them, thank you for that, make their way through each room, they are subjected to a test based either on the manic philosophy or that of the demented, whichever suits your whim at the time. All you need do is push a single button, then sit back with your favorite wine. We've provided luxurious observation platforms from which to enjoy the show, and watch the results. Each encounter area has a unique theme that matches your requests as close as we could provide. I think you'll be pleased with the results. Below, I have detailed each room and the effects you can expect from them, in brief, as I know your lordship is busy. The Chamber of Conversion. A fairly empty room with a large grating on the floor and a single, half-sized, harmless gnarl wandering in the center. The Manic result. Our small, harmless gnarl will be grown in size to nearly thrice that of the average Xedilianite. Most, we observe, run around in an attempt to escape the lumbering creature. Eventually it will stop and fade away. The magic of the room is enhanced by the spore gas we pump in through the grating. The Demented result. Our tiny friend, the Gnarl, is joined by a small swarm of its brethren, and they attack our surprised guests. Genius. The Chamber of Avarice. In this room, a huge mound of treasure sits atop a half-ziggurat inside a securely locked cage, to which there is no key. The Manic result. We drop several hundred keys to the ground that are all exact duplicates. It's amusing to watch Xedilianites scramble through the keys for the correct one. Some spend days. Amazing. And the Demented result. When the Xedilianite reaches the top of the ziggurat, we blast them with a highly concussive flame spell. The blast always sends them flying. Good fun for all, discounting those that do not survive. And the Chamber of Anathema. As you requested, we saved this one for last. The Xedilianite that has the metal to make it this far now faces the toughest challenge of all. This room features freshly killed corpses, blood, and plenty of hanging bodies, for your darker moods, my lord. The Manic result. We kill the Xedilianite and cause a specter of his former self to rise from the body. Not many Xedilianite minds can handle this one. Most go insane this far into the site. I must confess this room is a favorite of mine. And the Demented result. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned battle. We raise at least double the number of zombies as there are Xedilianites and let them all have at it. Simple, elegant, and deadly. I hope you're pleased with the results of Xedilian. I know you'll have just as much fun using it as we had fun constructing it. Strangely, we have yet to receive payment for the site, but I'm sure it is just a minor oversight, and it will be corrected as soon as your lordship has a moment. Not that I suppose we'll be completing the Xedilian expedition in one sitting, or at least not the part that I most look forward to whenever I do this quest, but we may as well get started on our way there before the stream ends, right? Do both the flames hurt, or just the red ones? Just the red ones, yep. It's a little silly. You'd think the blue ones would hurt, too.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Hey, you.
Yes?
I have a proposition for you. Best not to talk about it here. Meet me at the sewer grate northeast of the Shale Goreth statue.
That's
Come
the most
after dark. Come alone.
That's the most American sounding voice I think I've heard in this entire game. I've got a proposition for you. Alright, well, I was going to go to Xedilian, but we are after dark, so I may as well. See if I can get an elaboration on what this guy is asking from us. Is there a fight club happening up there?
Aye.
What's the latest news?
Oh, there might have been.
What?
Yeah, everyone cleared out. All right.
Greetings.
By the Sheogorath statue, he said. If I'm not misremembering. I guess that must be the statue then, huh? And that's the grate. Okay. Alright, what do you want, dude?
Greetings.
I'm glad you came. So, are you interested in earning some loot?
Yes.
Great. There's a simple task. Yes, a simple task that you must perform.
And the task is...
This life, it's too painful. Everywhere I look, I see death, dying and decay. When I dream, I see a world without sunshine. I'm constantly on the verge of retching up, falling asleep, or screaming at someone who doesn't deserve it. I'm just so fed up with it all.
Sorry you're having a bad day.
A bad day? A bad day? Try a miserable existence. There's no point in talking about it. Action must be taken. You must. I need you to kill me.
No.
Have you seen those miserable souls on the Hill of Suicides? Do you think that kind of existence is any better than this? No. You must kill me.
If you were to die, how would you want it done?
I don't necessarily want to see it coming. And I want to die here in the city so all these people finally believe me. I don't wish they were nicer. You probably want to do it without spectators, though, so you don't get in trouble. Best to make it look like an accident. But remember, I don't want to see it coming. Take me unaware.
I don't like this quest. At all. At fucking all.
Well, that's up to you, I suppose. I'm gonna go about my daily life, such as it is, as if nothing has changed. Make your move when you wish, but please do it soon.
And what's the reward?
Oh, that. When you kill me, take the key to my house. Nothing really worth taking, except what's locked up in the jewelry box. You can have that. Okay. I'm going to pretend everything is normal. Make your move as soon as you can, but let me get away first so I don't know it's coming. Please, no!
That's the last I'm seeing of that quest. Let's just get over to Zadillion. Is that free loot up there? It's fuming like it's free loot. Yeah, there's just a treasure chest up here. Oh, and a gnarl. 2 gnarls. Madness Curus Matrix. Okay, alright. Hey, there's a pick-me-up. Make an enchanted Madness armor piece with that. Ah, Zadillion is all the way down there. Oh, I love how the gnarls look. I'm a big fan of a lot of the creature designs in the Shivering Isles, but the gnarls have proven themselves an immediate favorite. It may be up your alley to know, Saf, there are also giant bug monsters. This isn't one of them, obviously. Always in the market for bug monsters. Let me see if I can find one. Probably won't be able to find one, but if I should happen across one on my travels, you'll get to see it. This is also not one. There's one. There it is. Yeah, Elytra are cool. And also, clearly, extremely aggressive. Good jumps, too. Really, really good at closing the distance. The convenience of this environment being smaller than the standard Oblivion setting is, of course, I don't feel as obligated to fast travel anywhere. It wasn't exactly a long walk to get here. I'm just going to assume that guy had nothing on him. All right. We're past the 3-hour mark, which means the stream is effectively over for the day. We'll pick up next time with a trip into Xedilian, where, if memory serves, we'll find my favorite sword in the entire game. Alright folks, that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. If you missed today's episode or you just want to rewatch this one, you can catch the re-upload within an hour or so at Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives on YouTube. If you want to stay up to date, you can type info in the chat here to get a link to our Discord and our Blue Sky. And if you enjoyed the stream, consider subscribing for $4.99 a month. Free subscriptions for Amazon Prime members, if memory serves. And gain access to the CogChamp emote, the Straw Shade emote, and the Anju emote, all created by One Cool Cat on Blue Sky. You can type art credit for a direct link to her Blue Sky account, and also a direct link to the supplier for my backgrounds, although they might be out of date at this point. Like, they might have gone under. Hopefully not. But in any case, thank you all again for joining me on today's stream. Next one will be Wednesday, February 18th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Hope to see you there. And until then, this has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. I've been Mocha. You've all been fantastic. And have a good evening.